brothers. Welcome to another episode of Black Men's Digest TV. I'm your host, J. Anthony Smith. The topic of today's show is how to work in your passion. And we have as our guest for today, John Aaron, who is a South Florida real estate investor. He's going to talk about what it took for him to get from his beginnings to where he is now. So after these short messages, we'll be back with our special guest, John Aaron. South Florida, the #1 vacation spot for families around the world, with miles and miles of fabulous beaches. Miami, playground for the rich and famous, and million-dollar properties. John Aaron has positioned himself as a young player in this high-stakes game of Monopoly. Under 30 years of age, he and his company have bought and sold over 200 properties, making him a force to be reckoned with. Welcome back. So again, this is our topic for today, which is working in your passion. So we're going to talk with our special guest, John Aaron. So John, welcome to the show.
How's it going, man?
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
Good. Thank you for coming out and being able to talk to our guest for today. So tell us, who is John Aaron?
Well, I'm John Aaron. I'm the president of Aaron Organization. We're a development company here in South Florida. We invest in developing real estate. Originally, I'm from Central Florida, so we've been doing this for about 4.5, 5 years. And that's all we do is strictly real estate.
Okay. So how did you get into real estate?
Initially, when I came down here, I had my mentor, Dave Dinkle. I actually met him by a friend of mine taking me to a real estate investment meeting and actually letting me know where it was and actually going with me. And I heard Dave Dinkle speaking, and I was very intrigued about it. So afterwards, I spoke with him, and then he actually ended up taking me on as a mentor and helping me out from there.
No, that's great. That's great. So with the effort of having that mentor, would you say that really helped benefit your acceleration into the business?
Of course. Yeah, I definitely have to do that. I mean, if you have the passion and the will, you'll eventually make it, but a mentor cuts that time in half or even shorter. So I recommend anybody in their passion or whatever they're focused on, definitely get somebody that wants to see you grow and has the knowledge and experience that can help you.
Great. So along with Dave, did you have any other mentors that kind of helped you along the way as well?
I mean, not mainly, but I had other mentors that wanted to see me. Once they see you putting forth effort, I mean, they get behind you and they want to see you grow. So I had people around me that wanted to see me and to help any way they could, like Viju and other people that helped any way they could. Yeah.
Good. So, brothers, when you start an opportunity or you're starting in your passion, it's also always great to have a mentor, but again, they won't move until they see you move. So it takes you to make that first step to show people that you really are interested in your passion, and they will do all that they can to help you. So as far as any mistakes, have you made any mistakes in your effort of rising in this industry?
I mean, of course. And I recommend anybody that's whatever they're doing, when they're pushing forward, look forward to the mistakes. Grow tough skin because mistakes are gonna come. I mean, just know that you're worthy of the goals that you're going to. If you see the next person doing it, know for 100% fact that you can do it, but look forward to the mistakes. You're going to fall, you're going to bruise your knees up, and as long as you have the will to get back up, I always look forward to the mistakes so I can learn quicker. The quicker I make mistakes, the quicker I learn, and the quicker I can grow. So, of course, mistakes is something that we all, as entrepreneurs, have to go through.
Great. So along that line, what would you say has been the biggest learning lesson that you have encountered in your journey?
I mean, one of the biggest lessons I learned is focus. I mean, focus is very, very, very important, and even from other people's mistakes, listening to very successful developers, focus is very, very important for whatever you're doing. Once you lose focus, you might not realize it, but sooner or later, your business is going to be affected. So everybody that, whatever path you're on, just focus is a lot more important than a lot of people may think.
That's great. I totally agree with you 100%. Focus is what makes you successful. If you are distracted, if you're not focused, it could take you anywhere around the world and not get you to the point of where you want to be. So focus is very important. So this is some great information. We definitely want to get more information from John. So we'll be right back after these brief messages. Freedom is a mark of self-acceptance, telling the world who you are and what you believe. Loving you from the inside out. 24/7, 365. No matter the season. Express yourself today with Neo Soul Fashions. And we're back. And we're back talking with our guest, John Aaron, about what it takes to be successful in working with your passion. And some of the things that he's talked about is having focus, which is definitely important. You don't want to be distracted and going many different directions because that takes you longer in order to reach your destination. And he's also talked about mentors, having people who are willing to pour into you once they see you making the effort. So, John, tell us about, what are some of the attributes of a successful real estate investor?
I mean, some of the attributes is being able to real estate. Sometimes it's not a every other Friday. Just like every other investor or entrepreneur, you don't know when that next check coming unless you're working hard. So sometimes there's pressure that's involved. The larger the deals, the larger the pressure. When you have $100,000 deals or $10,000 deals or $1 million dollar deals, that's the larger the pressure. So for real estate developers, you have to be good with pressure and be able to think good with pressure, like maybe athletes do under pressure or other people under pressure. You have to be very good with pressure, pushing those deals through and making sure they go through.
Yeah, that's good. That's another good, point, brothers, if you're taking notes, is how to handle pressure. Because no matter what industry you're in, if you want to succeed, you're going to have to do what it takes in order to be successful. And that pressure can either make you or break you. And in John's case, it made him because he was able to handle that, be able to bottle it and use it as energy to fuel his next deal so that he can continue to work and continue to be successful. So our last question of the day is, what type of advice would you give someone who doesn't know what it is that they want to do as far as a career or a passion?
I mean, my main thing is making sure you choose and decide what you're good at, what you can give your heart to, what you really want to do, and you'll be a lot way ahead of the game. Once you make that decision in yourself that this is what I want to do, this is where I want to put my energy, this is what I felt like I'm meant to do, you'll be ahead of the game, and it's all on you from there. Once you decide what you want to do, you look at other people that's successful in your industry. You know for sure if they can do it, you can do it. If you don't mind going through the bumps and the hurdles to get there, you on your way. But that decision, the people that's lost, it's hard for them to get anywhere because they might be saying, oh, I'll dibble in that or I'll dabble in that. But once you decide why you here or what you meant to do, I feel like you're a lot ahead of the game.
That's good. That kind of brings me to one question I've forgotten. This is also an important question as well. Did you have anybody that was speaking negatively or hated your success?
Yeah, I mean, not even before I was successful. When I got into the game, real estate took a dip like around 2008. So even now it's just getting back the last couple of years. But I had people asking me, why are you getting into real estate? There's no money. People going broke. There's nobody buying. These real estate agents, they ain't doing nothing. There's a lot of negativity that you have to keep out of the way. Just because people can't see your vision doesn't mean your vision is not there. You got to just stay away from negativity. Even yourself, all the negative thoughts that you might want to put on yourself that, oh, this is tough, this is too hard, this and that. If you see the next person doing it, you know you can do it. So just get all the negative thoughts. Just stay away from negativity altogether between your circle and yourself.
Well, that's great. That's some great information, brothers. So we want to thank John for his insight and being able to sit down and talk to brothers about finding your passion, find out what it is that you want to do, and taking advantage of it and moving forward with focus, with mentorship, shaking off the haters, shaking off the negative self-talk that may come in your way, and willing to put whatever effort you can in order to be successful. So, John, where can people reach you or follow you on social media?
My social media is Johnny Aaron. My Twitter is only John Aaron. And anybody that interested in doing any business, if anybody has any development opportunities or or larger deals that they want to send the company, you can always email us at aaronorgdevelopment@gmail.com. And my website is aaronorganization.com.
That's great. Again, thanks so much,
I
John,
appreciate
for your
you,
time.
man.
You have a good day.
Cool.